and you are here live on the Live Music Showcase on 88.5, as we like to say, 88.5, and that's no jive. The mighty WMNF, the only station that matters on your dial. And my goodness, it's Reverend Billy here, and I'm sitting in for Ken Apperson today, and it's my pleasure. I've got a great group for you today, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves and tell you a little bit about it, and they're going to play some music for you.
All right. Thank you, Rev. My name's Mia Marlene. This is my awesome band. Everyone's going to go down the line, just say their name really quick, and we'll get rolling.
I'm Lee.
I'm Kyle.
I'm Tim.
Joe.
Eric, way back there in the back room. All right. Everyone feel good? You ready to roll?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
wow. That was great. Oh, my gosh. Sorry, let me catch my breath.
Thank you.
Wow.
Appreciate
So where are you from?
I'm from here. Grew up St. Pete Beach. Went to school here growing up. Went off to Tallahassee to FSU for a few years, and then lived in a bunch of different places. Eat, prayed, love really hard for some time, and came back here for law school. So, yeah.
How long have you been playing music?
I've been playing since I was probably 4. My parents put me on a piano because they wanted me to do something musical. They met in a group called Up With People in the 70s, if anyone remembers that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You see them wherever you go.
With
Yeah,
People.
yeah,
Hey, you got
right.
it. Yeah, so they met in Up With People. My mom was a dancer. My dad was a drummer and the lead singer and wore hot red leather pants. I've seen plenty of VHS tapes of it. But they just told me I needed to play an instrument. So I didn't like piano much, and they told me I needed to quit and do it professionally when I was 5 and switch another instrument. So I picked guitar instead.
How old were you the first time you played, aside from your parents, how old were you the first time you played in front of an audience?
Oh boy, I would think probably 6 or 7 piano recitals in the, white confirmation sort of dress, something like Mary Had a Little Lamb, something like that.
So you've been doing this for a while.
Yeah, the first song I played on guitar and sang was Midnight Special when I was probably 8 or 9 at a recital. Yeah.
Do you mean the song like Let the Midnight Special Shine a Light on Me?
Yeah, isn't that interesting?
You know who that was by, right?
Not originally, no.
Originally by Leadbelly. It was a folk singer, a black singer back in the day.
Yeah.
And the story behind it was that it was about being in prison. And at the midnight special, the train that went by shined its light in your cell that you'd be freed.
Well, just imagine that, but I'm 6 years old wearing a white confirmation dress.
Oh, I'm loving every minute of it. After what I've just heard, it works perfect, So, well, that was just great. You want to do another one for us? Maybe tell us a little bit about, because I heard so many different influences coming in there. So tell us a little bit about this and how you wrote.
Yeah, absolutely. So the last song we played is called Body Wants Water. It was the first single off of the debut album from last year. I don't know which camera I should be looking into. I want to look at all of them. Last debut album called Good For My Art. So we released that last year. And it was a lot of my lyrics really come from just being inspired by phonetics, to be honest. I'll start just mumbling words. I think sometimes the documentary from the Beatles, they talked about the same thing, and it takes a lot of magic out of it for some people. Like the Beatles just kind of mumbled words in the studio to find what they wanted this song to be about, but I kind of tend to do that sometimes too. So that was the origin of Body Wants Water, the last song we played. The next song we're going to play is called I'd Rather Just Be Alone, and I wrote it after my college boyfriend left me in a CVS and drove off by myself. And I was like, I got to walk home from the CVS. This is a low point. So that's the next one. Are you ready for it?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Go ahead, Lee. Let's vamp it out, babe. Has your boyfriend ever left you in a CVS? You could have at least left me at a Walgreens. That's where my prescriptions are located. And there was one within 0.4 miles of our apartment, but no, he left me at the CVS, 1.2 miles remote. Let's do it. does it feel when you look back on that day when you first met me?
for years and I'm just fine. You can tell me that you're sorry. You can tell me that you're sorry. I don't hear it. No, I don't hear it. No, I don't hear it. Hey, so tell me you love me. Tell me you never ever let go. There's a devil, and it'll burn you if you get close. So we gotta see it. Maybe it in the corner that you'll never lose. I just feel, I'd rather just feel. So tell me you love me. Tell me you never ever let go. There's a fire, and it'll burn you if you get close. We gotta see it. And baby, ain't in the corner that you'll never lose. I'd rather just be alone. Hey, hey, hey. She's dancing away from you now. She's dancing away from you now. She's dancing away from you now. She's dancing, dancing, dancing. Tell me you love me. Tell me you never ever let go. Dancing the devil, and it'll burn you if you get close. When I see it, when I see it, baby, ain't in the corner that you'll never lose it. Oh, hey, hey. She's dancing away from you now. She's dancing away. When I see it, me and my Mary, baby, I know we'll never lose it. I'd rather just be alone. I'd rather just be alone.
No, man, absolutely wonderful. By the way, if you're out there in Radio Land and you want to give us a call and tell us how much you're enjoying what we're putting down, 813-239-9663. That's 813-239-9663. Call and voice your support for this incredibly cool music. And okay, so the next question on my list was, all of us that play music here have what I call the moment when the switch gets flipped. And that means, what's the moment where you went from listening to like music to going, I want to do that. I got to do that. I have to do that, okay? And it starts for a lot of us at a pretty early age. I think if you went around the room, anybody that's still playing music at this age, it hit early on and has been there all along, and it's an itch that needs scratching pretty regular. Who was the first artist you heard that you went, yeah?
Well, first my parents.
Okay.
Just lived in a very musical house. I listened to tapes of my dad's band, Rebound. They played like the St. Pete, excuse me. Oh, you need me closer? Sorry. I'm riffing back here. My dad's band, they played in the circuit in St. Paul, Minneapolis area.
Oh, wow, okay.
So they did a lot of covers, and I would listen to those tapes, and I really loved listening to that. And I remember walking down the beach and going like, Dad, can I just sing you like The Little Mermaid really quick? Can I just, you just tell me what you think. You just tell me what you think. From like 4 or 5 years old, I just wanted my dad's feedback all the time. But the first concert I went to was when I was in 3rd grade. We went and saw REO Speedwagon at the Ruth Eckerd Hall. And I remember they played the song, I think it's called Dreams. In my dreams, we climb, and at the top we find. And I just remember going, I've never heard this song before, but this is taking me somewhere. And I remember walking out of Ruth Eckerd Hall and just feeling light as a cloud. And I think that was the first time, I'd already been playing, but I think that was the first time where I really got it. And I couldn't believe all those males were singing all those high vocals. Just seeing it,
right?
Seeing it was phenomenal, and I'll never forget that first concert.
I snuck into the Howard Theater in Washington, D.C., and I saw James Brown and the Famous Flames when I was 11.
You snuck in?
Yeah. It was one of those things. It was basically a black theater, and so me and some of my buddies told my parents we were going to the Washington Monument. It's in Washington D.C., and they had Sunday matinee shows, and we snuck in and we sat up there in the balcony with about a half a dozen of us, and it was cool. Nobody, and there he was with the capes and the go-go dancers and the 8-piece horn section and 2 drummers, and it was just like, it was another world. It was the same thing. It was an out-of-body experience.
Yeah.
And I think that all of us that play music deal with a lot of, we deal with depression. We also, I don't want to get too, but we do. And we deal with attention deficit disorder, all those things that, have a problem, and that music just, it kind of solves all that.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I hear so many different influences. Do you write the lyrics first, or you do the music, or what order do they tend to come
Definitely the melody of the chorus generally comes first for me.
in?
That for that song in particular, I lived in Denmark during COVID, which was a bizarre experience, but I was coming home from the train station sometime in May 2020, and I remember going, I'd rather just be alone. And I still have the voice memo on my phone. And that was the start of that one. And I remember being in the shower that night thinking, okay, that's going to be a cool song. I don't know what it is yet, but that's the hook, and I already like it. I visualize songs before they're done, and I know it's going to be good. We're recording one tonight that we've already planned when we're going to release it and everything, and I just know it's going to be great because we've got all the music and the talent we need, and there's a good hook, so not to sound arrogant, that sounded a little arrogant, but it's all about the hook to me. That's the first thing, and I'm not going to chase an idea unless it's got that.
Sure. One more question and then another song. What's the best piece of advice anybody gave you early on?
Oof. I think I took criticism. I've always been really good at taking criticism, but I've always let other people's voices be a lot louder than my own. I think that's caused me to honestly chase a lot of what's the word I'm looking for? Not acknowledgement, but like recognition in academia. It's easy to get gold stars in academia, so I've been in academia for a really, really long time. And I honestly don't know if I remember any advice from when I was really young, but I remember a lot of what's happening right now because I'm finally getting really active with this and finding awesome musicians to play with. I was on my way to Dunedin Brewery show in February, and I was telling my dad we got this new IEM rack. There's so many technological things I'm stressed about. And, oh, God, I hope the show is good. I'm not even thinking about the music yet. My dad goes, Mia, just never give up. Just don't give up. And I was like, yeah, right. Just got to keep doing this. And then the other piece of advice I got from a friend, lead singer of Hip Abduction, who's a group that came out of this area as well, was trying to decide if I should do law, music, and he goes, don't be a little, I'll bleep the word, don't be a little, just do it all. You can do it all. I was like, right, I can do it all, right. And just little moments like that, nothing particularly, another word.
Profound.
Profound, thank you, that's the word. Right. Nothing particularly profound, but sometimes you just need someone to just verbally give you a little, and those are the moments I remember.
Sure, okay. Got another tune?
Yes, we do. We're going to do one called Me and the Machine, and this song is about social media and how we need to use it as musicians in today's world. That's just part of the deal. And as particularly a female artist, you see other female artists who maybe are utilizing not just the sounds that they're creating, but also their bodies and empowerment, every right to that, right? But there's a fine line, and it's hard to understand how to market yourself as a woman in this industry sometimes. So this is kind of about feeding that beast and how you can become so consumed by social media and the interwebs. Yeah? Do we remember how this one goes? Yeah. Ba-na-na-na. Okay. Great. Let's do it.
Thigh high, bright-eyed Go ahead, Kyle, let's go. Okay, let's give some Joe. Let's go, Joe. Let's go, Joe. There is no life I know to compare with pure imagination, to compare with pure imagination.
Yeah, it's great.
Thank you.
We did some pre-interview over the phone, and one thing you wanted me to particularly ask you about was you've been a lot of places. You've lived a lot of places. Did you go to all these places chasing the dream, or did it just kind of happen? So tell me about. You said you wanted to talk about that and how that's influenced your music and your writing.
I appreciate you asking that. Thank you. This is not staged, anybody. This is all improv and candid. Thank you for asking. I was lucky. I got to travel a lot of places. Straight out of college, I moved to London, and I lived there for about a year and a half. And I was there on a scholarship. I actually studied the intersection of raving and deaf culture, like deaf, hard of hearing. You actually would not be surprised how many deaf people really, really love raves because you feel the bass, right? So I did an ethnomusicology degree on a Fulbright scholarship over there and got to go to a lot of underground deaf raves, which was awesome, and learned a little British Sign Language. I really cared about the juxtaposition of sign language and people who maybe don't hear the same way that majority of people hear and how they interpret music. So I did a little schoolwork, but I really just traveled a lot. So I was there for a little while, but it wasn't really until I moved to DC where I really started to, I picked up my little Scarlett 2i2 interface and just started recording in my apartment, and you hear the doors closing next door from the other apartments. And I loved living there. I worked on the Hill while I was up there, and it was a great experience, but it was also very lonely and very isolating, and that's where I ended up writing a lot of my music. And sometimes you don't realize, you're kind of talking about like depression, that sort of stuff. You don't realize you're maybe going through something until you look back on it and you go, yeah, I came home at 6 o'clock in the afternoon or in the evening and would just keep the lights off. Like I never turned my lights on. Like I would just walk around in the dark in my apartment. Like maybe I wasn't totally okay, but I was writing a lot of music. And then moved to Denmark, and that's really, I'd started doing some listening rooms and stuff there before COVID shut everything down. So just a lot of different rooms, languages, cultures, people. It just teaches you how to communicate with people and embrace being uncomfortable. And I think you have to be okay with being very uncomfortable in the music industry. Just even getting set up the last hour, sweating our way through getting everything set up for this, and then having to take a deep breath and go, this is why we're here, this part. Right.
Let me ask you this. I've played in Norway, Communist Poland, Germany, a few countries over there.
Yeah.
The one thing I noticed with every single country over there, they may not like our politics. There may be other things about the United States they don't love. They love American music. Did you find that to be true? I mean, they just absolutely love they love rock and roll. They love the blues. There are people there that they were singing Johnny Cash. They didn't even know what the words meant. I feel a close touch on this heart, But did you find that to be true when you traveled?
I went to a club right before COVID hit in Copenhagen. They closed the evening with Country Roads by John Denver.
Oh, God, I love that song.
And that's just what they close the bars with. And they were like, yeah, that's what we close the bars with over here. I was like, you would never close a bar with Country Roads or a club, No, I did find that. I did find that they were interested. I think I got to be like a featured artist in this Copenhagen listening room group. And I don't think it was entirely fair. I think I skipped the line a little bit because they were like, oh, some American girl, but no different or necessarily any better than anybody else. But yeah, there was just sort of an innate fashion and interest, I guess, in that.
Good. You and I also talked about the fact that we wanted to give the band members a chance to chime in just a little bit. And did you want to do that now, then do another one?
Yeah, I mean, is there anything anyone wants to say?
Sorry, we're being a little shy.
No. Okay, the drummer says hi, Mom. So drummer's back there in his own booth in case any fans are watching and can't see poor Eric. What about, I'd like to know, do you know your personal moment where you decided music was something you really, really wanted to do? Does anyone have something that sticks out? I think Eric's ready. You're hot on the mic.
Well, kind of like you, my folks were musical and art inclined. My mom was a ballerina. Dad played bass. And I remember he showed me a video of Gene Krupa playing Sing, Sing, Sing. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Right? So that is still in my brain as like the moment where I was like, oh, come on, I have to do this.
Man.
Hit the drum? Okay, I can do that.
Cool. I love that. Anyone else?
I think for me, my mom was a big influence. She said she woke up every day with a song, and so Beatles was in the house. She was very, very musically kind of just interested. Yeah. And then I saw the movie Back to the Future, and man, Marty McFly was so cool.
Yeah.
And it just built from there.
I love that.
Who was the sax player that you heard that you said, oh, man, I got to do this?
Yeah, so my name's Kyle Schroeder, and I heard Eric Darius, the Black Heritage Festival 2014. Great local sax player from Tampa. Probably been in here many times. So I heard him live. My mom took me to see him, and that night I was like, all right, I guess I'm going to get a saxophone and become a sax player. And that's what we did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah, for me, I actually have a little bit of a different background than most of these folks. I'm a theater kid, so I came from the theatrical performance realm, and then kind of slipped my way into this experience.
Love it.
That's terrific. Why don't you go ahead and hit another tune here?
Yeah, sounds good. I'm looking at the time. I think, guys, let's go ahead and debut the song that released today. Just so we make sure we get it in. I don't want to stress out about that, right? Is this microphone, do I need to bring it up a little bit? Right there is okay? Okay. So we're going to debut the song that we released today. This is called Cobain, and it is inspired by the Sir Kurt Cobain. Here we go. Let's do it.
Your eyes remind me of Kurt Cobain in 93, babe. Kinda blue, Seattle rain. Did you ever love me? Funny how time can make anyone almost.
great.
Thank you.
Really great. What's one misconception that people have about the music business?
Ooh, this might be another quick chimey one too. I don't necessarily, now that I think about it, it's not necessarily a misconception that I think a lot of people who are really plugged in and tuned in have, but maybe just the general public. The good old days where, you go and you show up and man, you land the opening set at Troubadour. You landed it. And now you're going to go play at Troubadour and there's going to be some man sitting in the background with a cigar. And when you finish your set, he's going to come up and go, I'm going to sign you. You're my band. Maybe that does still happen for a lot of people, but for us in particular and for a lot of bands, it's all about how you basically DIY yourself until you get to the point where you can potentially find a label that's interested in you. It's no longer about like finding the label or the label finding you. It's about you finding the people finding you, and the label going, oh, look at what the people are looking at, right? So a lot of the last few weeks for us has been self-marketing this song, and people ask me, so what's going on? Whoa, what's happening? I see so much marketing, this and that. I'm like, yeah, I'm just posting when I walk my dog and when I make my toast in the morning and when I do this. There's nothing that's changed except for we're just really pushing what we're doing, and it's garnered interest from people we don't know. And you have to do that. You have to have that sort of inert drive. It's just no one's coming to save you, right? And no one's coming to find you. You need to go out and be on their radar now. So that's been a big shift, and that's all I've ever known, right? But it's a big shift from what it was in the 70s and 80s and 90s where you land the gig, right? Now it's like find the people, make them aware of you, now maybe land the gig, right?
And that's why it's so brutal for senior citizens like myself who, half of our life it was done without any of this.
Yeah.
And for me at 70 years old, Facebook is enough of a challenge, and all the other things and keeping up with it. But you have to do it. And I've got, several thousand people that tune in every day to see what I have to say about things, the music and that. But you're right. We do have a couple of people who have called in.
Oh.
Daddy Don says, so cool, absolutely fantastic, amazing show.
I think I might know who that is. Thank
Keith
you.
shouted out to the band, I'm sorry, and said they're doing a great job. Simone and Cortez. So we've been to a lot of their shows, and we feel like they're groupies. It's
We
so
love
cool
those guys.
to hear them on the radio. And you're absolutely killing it. It sounds absolutely wonderful. And just, as another musician, I can listen to this, and I'm going, wow, this is you've taken so many of these other influences and put them in. And I just, let me see. I had a couple other things I wanted to know. Oh, what do you, when you're not playing music, what do you do? What do you like to do? Do you have any hobbies that you have time for anything else?
This is my end-all be-all when I clock out. But you never really clock out of your work when you're in the legal field. So I'm kind of in between work breaks, I'm doing music. I love my dog. I hang out with my dog a lot. She comes to rehearsal. Her name's Banjo. She's going to be a great tour dog someday. We've had her in training. She's fine with drums, not fine with thunder, so I don't really understand the difference, to be honest, for a dog's perception. But I hang out with my dog. I work a lot, but I work to fuel the dream, which is this, So, sorry, I don't have any cool hobbies. You guys play Dungeons & Dragons. That's pretty cool.
You outed me, yep. Huge nerd back here.
We've got a lot of nerds in this band.
813.
Okay, and the sound, and sound engineer is also a D&D guy. Great.
Love it.
813-239-9663, should you care to call in. I looked at some of your information, and Waffle House popped up.
Yes. I looked at your information as well, and Wrestling Manager popped up, so we're going to need to talk about that too. Okay.
You go first, okay? Because Waffle Houses are very important to me as well.
Yeah, okay. So Waffle House is very important to my dad, therefore it's very important to me. He claims he only goes to Waffle House every once in a while, but like we go in there and people are like, oh, hey, Todd. I'm like, no, you're not in here every once in a while. You're in here every day. Don't play with me. But really, I mean, I live close to a Waffle House. This is silly, but when you're from Florida, you kind of have a little bit of an extra investment in a way, because when hurricanes roll around, I've heard that, not in a negative connotation, but Waffle House is essentially the cockroach of the restaurant industry because it's going to survive the end of the world.
Right.
If Waffle House closes, then it's time to get out, right? So it's always been like a beacon of hope for me as a Florida person. I mean, the waffles are fine. I've asked for fruit in there and they just laugh at me, you know, but the waffles and the sausage are great, but really it's the symbolism of hope that Waffle House brings to so many, including myself. So there was one that was getting renovated by my house, and I thought it was the end of the Waffle House, but turns out they were just replacing the awning. And I documented it over a couple of weeks because all the musicians were like, that's our hang after the gigs. What's going to happen to the Waffle House? And I was like, this is my time. This is what I was brought on this earth to do, was to make sure all the musicians are aware of the status of the Waffle House, and it indeed survives. So
it's a really good thing. And also as a writer, you know, if you need some material, you go in and you see that guy with the headphones on and he's reading the Bible and he's underlining with a headliner, and you go, okay, what's going on up there?
yeah.
And to sit down and just have some coffee and sit and talk to him. And, you know, you find, because, well, Waffle Houses and generally in American culture changed, and we used to have diners. And you have them up north, but they had little restaurants down. And a lot of those are gone now because the downtown squares are no longer there. Walmart came in and all that. And there's a whole culture to Waffle House. I met a guy who was the arm wrestling champion of Virginia, you know, and he wanted to arm wrestle me, you know, at the counter. And come on, man, I'll buy you breakfast. And I was like, no, you know, you're going to walk away from that and not at least write down a couple of verses? Come on, you know. So at any rate.
But also just give me a 10-second spiel on the wrestling manager situation.
Well, I worked as a wrestling manager here in Florida, and I worked with the WCW backstage. But yeah, I was always absolutely fascinated as a kid by the whole thing and the whole anti-hero, you know, the bad guy. And so, yeah, I mean, I had to learn early on to go, you know, let me tell you people something. Now turn that camera over here. You don't need to look at them. This is what you want. The ladies' pet, the men's regret. You want to be first, but you can be next, baby. Ha ha. Okay.
Yes, very good. Golf clap.
At any
everyone. That was
rate,
very good. That was very good.
But I've also written one of my better tunes is called The Sleeper Hold on Satan and the Body Slam on Sin. It's a gospel wrestling tune. And
okay, that's going to be a listen on the way home.
Well, I actually had an 8th grade Nazarene class that wanted to act it out at one point. So, you know, the great thing about what I'm hearing from some of your music as well is people they don't know whether to, it's like, is she serious? Yes, but no. But yeah, you know, in other words, they don't know where that line is, and that's what makes it, you know, even more, you know, applicable.
Well, this next song is very serious.
Okay.
So I guess it's going to ruin that.
That's all right. That's fine.
I'm keeping an eye on the time, guys. I think we should do Mother. Yeah? Okay. So the next song is called Mother.
Sure.
While I was in law school, I did a lot of environmental law work, and I still love it, you know, but I can't have too many passions or else I'm just overwhelmed. So we're sticking with music and law for now. Not practicing environmental law. But this song I wrote about Mother Earth and the day that we all leave Mother Earth in a plane to go find a new planet that's green again. And she asks, wasn't I enough? So, Mother.
Use me up till you've had enough. Feel the sun, watch the rivers run. Take my trees, build your homes. Let me be the flowers in your head, the flowers in your head. Eat my fruit, Consume me whole. Take what you need. Take my trunks to build your boats, ships to sail, turn to war machines, anything to see you happy, anything to see you happy. But what of the trees? But what of me? I watch through chemtrails as you leave, an endless search for places more green. Do you remember when I was green? Can she give you more when I was everything? Can she give you more when I was everything? Wasn't that enough? Wasn't that enough? Wasn't that enough? Wasn't that anything to see you happy, anything to see you happy, anything to see you happy, anything.
The earth is not dying. It's being killed. And the people who are killing it have names.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Spencer says, wonderful show with a sound that's both nostalgic and modern. It's great. Gina says, I love your band and very excited about the new single. The vocals are bringing me to tears. The bass is terrific. The sax incredible. It all just sounds great. And do it for banjo. So, at any rate, we got about 5 minutes before we got to say goodbye. Do you want to say hi? Any shout outs to anybody?
Oh, just my mom and dad and my grandma. They're sitting at home. There were 2 Minnesota nice to come in today and take up space. That's just Midwestern folk for you. But thank you guys. And Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. No, I think, yeah, that's good.
I need to thank the crew here. Yeah. Mark Perfetti on our sound mixer. Audio assist is Pam Robinson. Video director Charles Hossappel. Cameras are Lisa Reuters, Waddy Rosa, Ava Lanniston. I'm trying to do my best on these. And Joe Remo. I'm Reverend Billy Wirtz. And I think we got about time for, let's see, we got about a little bit under 5 minutes. Yeah, as a matter of fact, we've got just about 4 minutes. So you wanted to play one out here and say goodnight to the folks?
Yeah, perfect.
By the way, you guys have absolutely done a wonderful job. Thank you. This has been I've been sitting in here for Ken Apperson. Ken, thank you so much. Ken just became a daddy, and we're all thrilled about that. So you're listening to the Live Music Showcase, and we're going to let Mia and the band take it on out. Come on now.
Thank you. All right, we're going to sing a song called London Town. I wrote the song when I was leaving. I just wasn't quite ready to go, and she was my maybe could have been London Town.
London town, you've been a fight to me. I took a train out to Battersea, but there's things I've got to do in my place at noon. London gone too soon. London town, I've been feeling blue. I don't know if it's rain or if it's leaving you. I'm off to Soho. There's another one I know. London town, don't go. Can you show me the path I need to take? 'Cause it's not clear. Can you tell me where all my friends are? 'Cause they're not here. And all I need is some direction or someone to take a chance on me. London town, all your leaves have turned. Life's up in flames and you just let it burn. But from the walls of your abbey, have mercy on me. London, let me be. You stole my heart, and you're tearing it apart. And you stole my soul, and I gotta get home. You stole my heart, you tore me apart. I can't ever let that go. London town, I see the good in you. From Primrose Hill, there ain't no better view. But there's another skyline, and God knows it's tight. But London town, stay mine.
Absolutely terrific.
Fun.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
Great job.
good.
Thank you so much.
Great interviewing. Mark, thank you. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. Go team. Thank you, Lisa. Go Knowles. All right. Ready to break it down? Stop.